There we go. Welcome to GeoPark.
And it's official again, as Smart City Solutions cut the ribbon to revolutionize the business district of the city of Georgetown with parking meters that will soon see millions filling the city's treasury that will help provide the necessary services, taking the Georgetown one step closer to a green, safe and healthy city. While many are not fully on board as to whether Georgetown is ready for parking meters, Amir Oren, Managing Director of Business Development Global Operations, sought to dispel concern about that. Listen.
This is a city, right? And a city is by definition a very dense area where a lot of people come, where a lot of tourists come, where a lot of businesses operate, and where we have all these different stakeholders, and everyone seems to be fighting for a parking space. That cannot go on. All right, the utilization of and the occupancy of the parking spaces is over 100%. Especially right now, you can see we're out here at a good time. I mean, this is the holiday season. You can see what's going on out here.
Smart City Solution plans to complete installing parking meters in the city within 6 months. There are 3 phases that are going to be put in place. Phase 1 will see the installation of 157 parking meters to regulate about 3,200 parking spots. And then Phase 2 in March 2016 would bring the total to 320 meters for 7,200 spots.
These parking zones kind of overlap with each other, so it's wherever, these will be very convenient. If you haven't seen one, you'll see another one. So the idea is that on average there are 20, the most you'd have to walk is 10 car lengths. That will be perhaps a little bit shorter when it comes to parallel and a little bit longer when it comes to perpendicular or angled, right? But that's really the idea.
Vandalism of parking meters was also raised as to what mechanism has been put in place for its safety. Oren responded.
We always get a lot of questions about security, and I want to touch on this. And one of the points I was making in terms of this being installed in thousands of cities worldwide, cities that are safer, more dangerous than Georgetown is. I'm not saying where it is on the scale, but the point is that a lot of people are concerned about vandalism. There's really not much to be concerned about vandalism. Particularly in Georgetown, there's no cash in these things, right? As you've seen, this is completely cashless. People will be using these prepaid cards in order to pay for their meters. So there's really nothing to be gained from trying to open one of these and trying to extract anything. Not that that would be very much or very easily possible, because as I said, this thing has withstood thousands of cities in the test of time. It's been around, this iteration has been around for decades. In addition to that, I would say there's certainly going to be patrols that you'll see on the streets, that you'll see already on the streets. And further to that, some of the things that this has built in, it has alarms built in. So as soon as there's any sort of impact to the meter, it will set off alarms.
Town Clerk Royston King told the press that it is not all about revenue to the city, but much more.
And let us remember, it's not only about the revenue, it's also about environmental sustainability, road safety, social and other cultural benefits that will come to the city. So you couldn't calculate the benefits coming to the city only in monetary value. You have to think about environment, you have to think about social issues, you have to think about cultural issues and all of that as well. So when you look at it, the city stands to benefit really in an enormous way from this particular project.
The first phase will see parking meters being installed in areas by Commonwealth Street to the north, Camp Street to the east, Brick Dam and parts of Hatfield Street to the south, and Water Street to the west. Phase 2 will see the northern boundary being extended to Lamaha Street, the eastern boundary to Albert Street, and more of Hatfield Street to the south. Andrew Wicks reporting for Channel 2 Headline News.